Hey, how you doing? All right, so I had this tenant that destroyed the refrigerator, so I bought him this one 2 years ago, and this is the freezer. And what they did, this tenant, I don't even think they're human; they're animals. Because if you look at my other videos, you'll see how they destroyed this place. They left me like 10 yards of garbage with bugs and all kind of stuff. It was nasty. By the way, it took me 3 hours to clean this refrigerator. It was full of maggots and roaches and all dead roaches and all kind of stuff. Plus, it's only 2 years old and they damaged it. It was so dirty. I mean, I still got to clean the grime. But anyways, the bottom line was I was going to pitch this thing and throw it out. And I needed a few more refrigerators. I have a 3-unit building I'm redoing. So I went to the store and I realized that they still sell this model. And this thing here, if you look at your refrigerator, the date right here, you can see the date, 10/20. So it wasn't that old. I wasn't going to pitch it, but it looks like she threw out my drawers because they're missing. Don't ask me where they went. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show you something outside this window that's going to blow your mind. It's going to blow your mind. You're going to like, really? Can this happen? Well, anyways, so I figured this out. I take this thing apart. I take out this panel here. See this panel? It's only like 3-4 screws. And then I find that the fan was broken. Okay, that's a new fan I just bought. This is the old motor, and I'm going to tell you what happened. And this happens. This is the fan that broke. So this idiot that rented my place probably put a big turkey in here and pushed it against the wall. And what happens is when you push stuff in freezers, you push up on this panel, and then it binds the fan blade, and then the fan breaks. Then what happens is this idiot didn't tell me about it, so the fan was wobbling, not eccentrically, okay? And so by not spinning properly, it caused this motor to wear. So now this kind of moves back and forth, okay? So I had to buy a new motor, okay? This thing here, which is right there, see it? It took me forever to figure out how to put it in this cage. But that piece back there, behind there, spins. I'm not going to do it because it took me 20 minutes. And this particular motor is $120 or $130 on the internet. I found a place in Cleveland and they ordered it. And I think I paid $110 for this little thing. And the fan blade was another $12. I think it cost me exactly $130.12. And this refrigerator right now at Home Depot is going for $600, and other places like $750. So I fixed the refrigerator for $130. Hopefully we'll get it back together. I only got to do 4 more screws, and now I'm going to blow your mind. This tenant was such a pig. Okay, ready for this? That's a window, right? The stove was so dirty. I'm telling you, man, it was so dirty that I had to buy a new stove. And by the way, that stove wasn't even that old, okay? She never cleaned anything. And then her idea of dumping grease, ready? Out the window. Look at this. The grease. This is vinyl siding. Ruined my siding. And my neighbor has metal. Luckily, he's got metal. He could probably just wash that off. Mine's probably melted. Look at this. This animal dumped grease out my window. That's how she cleaned. Oh, and you know what else? It's going to blow your mind. This is an animal. By the way, the address that she lived in was 6616 St. Clair. She would take, this animal would never take her garbage out. She would go to this window, open the window, and throw it on a pile. Okay, and then there was rats and all kind of animals out there. And every couple of months, I would drive by, and I would see a pile of garbage and mattresses. So I'd have to spend 5 hours cleaning it up, and she would tell me that people were dumping. And finally, this Section 8 tenant, this wild animal that lived in this place. By the way, go to my There you go. You guys are still on? You've never seen this before. I know you haven't. This is an animal that I rented to a Section 8 tenant, and this is how she cleaned her grease. She would just throw it out the window and ruin my siding because I got photos of this before she moved in. She lived there for about 4 years. And then she also would dump her garbage out the window, okay? And she totally trashed. I just put this floor in just a minute ago. And she would dump her garbage. Oh, I'm sorry. She would dump her garbage out this window, and there'd be a pile down there. And every 3-4 months, I had to come clean it every 3-4 months. And animals were in there, the rats were in there, and there's a lot of rats in this neighborhood. Cockroaches were in there. And then she would never, look where the garbage cans are. Her front door is right there. She was so damn lazy that she couldn't take her garbage and put it in those containers on the way out down the steps. She would just throw it out the window. And I knew it was her garbage because she smoked these cigar things, and they were all over the property. All over the property. And anyways, so don't throw your refrigerators out. They're easy to fix. Okay, and if it doesn't get cold down below, if the fan's making noise and wobbling, take that cover off and order it. And all you need is the part number of the refrigerator. So for about $150, you can save yourself $700. Hey, thanks for coming on. Share, like. Hey, I got a great book on Amazon called Fix Your Toxic Home and Live Longer. Check it out. I need a few more positive responses on that, reviews. Thanks.